Hello there everyone, your fluffy armchair Admiral Latter is back with some more hot ship action. In today's episode, we are going to look into uh, legendary or pretty pretty well known British battlecruiser HMS Hood, which was sunk on 24th of May 1941 during Battle of Denmark Strait in firefights with KMS Bismarck. Uh, it was pretty tragic story. Out of 1400, I think 18 men, only three survived um, this tragic encounter. Anyway, um, I managed to recreate HMS Hood as best as I could. Unfortunately, I couldn't exactly put armament that was present on it in 1941, so I limited myself to armament specs from 1920, more or less. Obviously, some elements will be similar to 1941. Some elements of the ship that I managed to build will be similar to 1920 when ship was actually commissioned. Obviously, HMS Hood went through some major refit between May 1929 and I believe it was May or March 1931, and that was first refit. Second refit happened in early 1941. However, it was never fully finished, and HMS Hood never received well needed upgrades. And unfortunately, later it got sunk by Bismarck. Anyway, let's go through the builds that I managed to pull out together. As you probably see, it's a battlecruiser hull with 45,000 ton displacement. It's not exactly accurate for the Hood. At the end of his service, it's had like 46,680 long tons deep loads. So it's pretty much well, we haven't reached exact displacement. However, we are not allowed to put all the armament that was actually present on HMS Hood at the time, and basically we fitted different armament, as I said before. Going next through propulsion, Hood was using geared steam turbines, which I managed to install. I'm not sure about exact boiler situation compared to the game. I know that HMS Hood had 24 boilers. Unfortunately, the game doesn't allow me to exactly select exact options, so I'm not sure if I've selected correct one. Anyway, I can definitely achieve 100% engine efficiency on it. So that should be sufficient. It was fueled by oil, so that's what we are going to use. I have no information about any auxiliary engines, so I haven't installed any. I decided to go for propeller shafts too, because it had some modified shafts, so that should well represent what was the state of HMS Hood at the time. Armor type that was used on Hood was croup cemented armor, which I'm using. It had some somewhat reinforced barbets. It had some basic anti-torpedo protection with torpedo bulges, so that's what I've installed. It had double hull bottom, which is also installed on this build. It had reinforced bulkheads and watertight doors in certain compartments, so that's what I also installed. There was definitely some anti-flooding system present, and Citadel was basically reinforced only where it was needed, which was pretty much British style of building Citadel. So that's what I managed to install. In terms of armament, I haven't changed type of shells and ammo load. We don't need to touch that. HMS Hood carried torpedo because it had torpedo tubes, but we will cover that later. Type of propellant used by British Navy at that time was corded, which I've selected. In terms of reload and turret traverse system, definitely I'm absolutely sure that traverse of main battery guns for HMS Hood was hydraulic, so that's what I selected. Unfortunately, the guns are not exactly performing as well as they were on Hood. The one that I got installed can reload in 74.1 seconds, and that is with semi-auto reloading system. I'm not sure how much accurate that is compared to original ship. However, well, it is what it is. Original guns on HMS Hood could fire 2 shells per minute, which is basically more than twice faster than the guns that I got. So to compensate, I've installed semi-auto reloading system. I'm not sure if that is fully accurate. And if it comes to torpedoes, initially when a ship was commissioned, it had 6 underwater torpedo tubes, 3 on each side of the ship, and torpedoes were 21-inch. Unfortunately, we don't have access to 21-inch torpedoes, so what I could install was 20-inch torpedoes, and that's what we got. They will have to do. In terms of rangefinder, there was, I think, 90 millimeter rangefinder or something like that. So I need to double check my documentation. Anyway, it was not the most recent rangefinder that British Navy could use. That's why I haven't selected the top one for this ship. Unfortunately, the most modern rangefinder was probably never installed because ship never went through proper refit in 1941. It had radar installed. Unfortunately, we don't have access to radar itself. However, I could select radio direction finder and it generates some radar pulse, so it will have to do for us. When it comes to armor, 12-inch belt, 6-inch belt extended, 3-inch deck. Deck extended was pretty thin. It was only 0.75 inch. Unfortunately, game doesn't allow me to use this kind of measures, so I had to round it up. Conning tower had 11-inch of armor. Turrets were protected by 15-inch of armor. Turret top was protected by 5-inch, and secondary guns are protected, at least for this build, by 11-inch of armor, which is very thick. I know that secondaries were protected by much thinner armor, in fact. Anyway, just for the sake of this build, that's what we are going to use today. When it comes to armament itself, 8 15-inch guns mounted in 4 double turrets. when it comes to secondary armament, as when the ship was built, it was equipped with 12 5.5 inch single gun turrets on top of the deck. Unfortunately, we don't have half inch measures for gun calibers yet, so I had to round it up to 6-inch guns. It also had 4 single turrets, 4-inch guns on top of the deck, which I also have installed. And that was supplemented with 6 torpedo tubes mounted underwater on the side of the ship. And that's basically it if it comes to the build. If you enjoyed the video so far, give it a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button to get notification every time I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to share your comments down below. Right, so without any further ado, let's get this battle started and pray that we are going to win. It's not gonna be easy. I'm telling you guys, it's not going to be easy. Okay, so that's British versus Spanish Empire. That's gonna be interesting battle. Let's get started. Right, we are escorted by 2 DDs. I will try to keep them as close to my battle cruisers as possible. I will definitely detach battle cruisers from the group. I don't want them to be grouped together. Okay, we got visuals on enemy battleship. First salvo out. We are going to try to keep come on, keep longer distance from the enemy. I really don't want to slow the destroyers down. I want them to be slightly up front to detect enemy destroyers as they will approach. However, I don't want them to detach too far from our battle cruisers, and hopefully we will be able to win this battle. Right, we can speed things up a little bit. He's firing at Palace. First salvos out. No hits. Oh, in fact we had 1 hit, it was ricochet. So far so good. We managed to get some exchange of fire, and it seems that we are doing pretty good. Enemy scored first hit on one of our battle cruisers. It doesn't look good. Yeah, one of the compartments is flooding. Thankfully, our ships are equipped with some basic pumps, so they should be able to pump up the water if needed. Okay, enemy destroyers are making their move. I want to... Oh, nice. Scored a nice hit on enemy battleship. I will designate Palace to actually fight with small enemy vessels. I don't want them to get too close to our fleet, and I will keep Rodney firing at that battleship. He scored one good hit on him and managed to destroy one of its secondaries. More enemy ships are firing at Palace. First salvo out. It wasn't so successful. Okay, I will launch smoke and hide my fleet behind it. And hopefully... Oh, several hits on Palace. Okay. Game is doing that again. Rodney just changed its target on its own. Anyway, I will manually select a cruiser, and hopefully Rodney will keep firing at that cruiser. I don't want it to change the target on its own. Right, another salvo out. It wasn't successful again. That's the problem of this of these battleships. Oh, that was a nice hit on cruiser. Good. Right. As long as we can keep small enemy vessels away from our fleet, we should be alright. Oh, there's a nice group of enemy DDs. Nice. Okay. Enemy cruiser is sunk. That's a good start. We gained some advantage. Great. We managed to sink enemy destroyer. I want to sink enemy heavy cruiser. And I want to keep firing at destroyers. Slowly. Okay, first salvo out into enemy heavy cruiser. We missed. Ouch. Palace took some hits, however it should be alright. Another salvo out into enemy destroyer. It was a complete disaster, to be fair. Let's see. Secondaries are, however, they are not firing for some reason. Okay, they are locked on ladder aiming. Will be not much use of our. Oh, there is some fire from secondary guns. I can see a potential in that. Okay, Palace is taking heavy fire. Should still be alright. Unfortunately, I really don't like the fact that this destroyer is getting close and my guns can't hit him. Very soon we will have to start maneuvering and change our course. Okay, let's do it now. I don't want that destroyer to catch up and fire our torpedoes into my battle cruiser. Right. Oh, that was a nice hit on destroyer. Yes, and it sunk. Okay, so that saved the situation a little bit. I will keep Palace firing at small vessels, while Rodney is going to fire at larger vessels. I'm first focusing smaller vessels anyway, which is like heavy cruiser, light cruisers, destroyers. Anything that can easily catch up with my battleships is a very high threat, especially considering that my guns are not super accurate, as you can see. They are firing everywhere except where I need them, which is not super helpful. Might need to change the target soon. Oh, okay, that heavy cruiser got really heavily hit. 3 of his compartments are on fire. Unfortunately, Pallas still can't hit that light cruiser, and it's getting hit by enemy battleship. I will really have to change my target. I don't think I will be able to afford to keep firing at that heavy cruiser. Accuracy of these guns is very questionable. Okay, another salvo out. Oh, that looks good. Great. Another light cruiser down. Let's carry on fighting with destroyers. As long as we can defend from small vessels and prevent them from firing torpedoes at us, we should be pretty much fine. I'm mostly scared of enemy battleships scoring one lucky hit and accidentally destroying magazines of one of my battleships, which is still possible. We don't have that much armor. Come on. Destroyer is getting dangerously close. Slow down. Oh, is that torpedoes? Yes, torpedoes has been fired. So I need to change course. I really don't want those torpedoes to catch up with my vessels. So I rather take penalty from turning. Where the hell were you firing from? Yeah, we just received some penalty for maneuvering. Also, target is traveling at fast speed, so I need these two guys to speed up a little bit. We managed to fully avoid enemy torpedoes. However, they have successfully split my battleship away from destroyers, which means that we can't exactly support destroyers as I would like to. Okay. Anyway, we scored some nice hits on enemy heavy cruiser. I will just turn a little bit and try to re-engage the enemy. I definitely want to fire AP on heavy cruisers. Pallas took some beating. I will have to pull him back. I want destroyers to turn around and hopefully intercept the enemy. doesn't look that bad. However, we are running out of time and we don't seem to be scoring enough good hits. And I'm really worried that we might eventually run out of time and not sink enough enemy ships. Right, Rapido just took very heavy hits and he's dead. Right, that's very good. That's another enemy down. Let's be engaging. Destroyers can turn. Good. Enemy battleships are very far away, which will reduce their accuracy. Oh, that was a nice hit on that light cruiser. Not fully done for. However, that was a serious hit. It's not gonna last for long. One more like that, and we should be alright. Oh, yeah. Now he should be done for. Oh no, he can still recover from that. I'm actually surprised. Okay. For some reason Rodney can't hit enemy heavy cruiser. I'm a bit surprised by that situation. I should be able to deploy smoke really soon. Oh, just got hit by something heavy. Oh, okay. That was a detonation. Nice. Okay, so that leaves one light cruiser, 2 destroyers and 2 battleships, which means as soon as we finish off enemy destroyers, I believe, we should actually win this mission. That's gonna oh, nice. Okay, that's cruiser down. All that's left are destroyers and battleships. I will obviously focus on destroyers. They are technically a biggest threat at the moment. They are hardest to hit, but they are definitely the biggest threat that we have. I will give AI control over my destroyers, so they won't get in my way, and hopefully they will perform some attack on enemy DDs. Preferably before. Why am I using AP? Right, I just scored a great AP hit on that DD. Unfortunately, that's not something I wanted. I would prefer a HE hit, which would probably finish him off. My DDs just performed a torpedo attack on enemy DD. However, I believe enemy DD have also fired a torpedo. It is high possibility. Oh, okay, we just sunk final DD that we needed to complete the mission. Alright everyone, that was really quick. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you liked the mission. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to get informed about my new uploads, hit that notification bell button and don't forget to share your comments down below. Have a great day and see you all later. Latur out.